what does the masjid plays a role in the life of every believer? How important. Just to understand the importance of it, the first thing that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam did when he arrived in Quba and then he arrived in Medina, he built the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? Because this is the place where battery gets charged. This is the place where you get guided. This is the place where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy is descending at all time. This is the place where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looks at the time of giving punishment to humanity. Allah Azza wa Jal looks at one of the places is the house of Allah Azza wa Jal, and He uplifts His punishment. Ibn Kathir rahmatullah alayhi makes a narration under the tafsir, under the commentary of this ayah, إِنَّمَا يَعْمُرُ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ, the ayah of Surah At-Tawbah, that indeed only those people who can populate the house of Allah who believe in Allah, مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ, and they have believed on the day of judgment, وَأَقَامَ الصَّلَاةِ, and they are establishing their prayers, وَآتَ الزَّكَاةِ, and then they are giving the charity, وَلَمْ يَخْشَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ, and they have no fear except for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Under the commentary of this verse, Ibn Kathir has taken out a narration on the authority of Ibn Asakir. Anas bin Malik radiyallahu anhu says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that Allah Azza wa Jalla says, when I decide to give punishment to the people because of their actions. Remember, the punishment of Allah comes due to the actions of individuals. Other than that, Allah's mercy is great. إِذَا أَهَمَّ اللَّهُ سُبْحَانَهُ وَتَعَالَى, when Allah decides to descend His punishment due to the bad deeds and the actions that are committed by individuals, فَأَخَّرَهُمْ, Allah Azza wa Jalla lifts them away. Why? Because Allah Azza wa Jalla looks at those places the worship of Allah is taking place. Al-Masajid. فَإِذَا رَأَى الرِّجَالٌ أُنَاسٌ, when I see people يَتَزَاوَرُونَ بَيْتِي, they are frequenting my house. وَيَتَحَابُّونَ فِيَّ, and they are loving each other for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is another quality that we need to. We love people for the sake of Allah, not for what they have. Not for what they possess. No. The love, it should be there for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ يَسْتَغْفِرُونَ بِالْأَصْحَارِ, and those people who are asking Allah for forgiveness in the middle of the night. When Allah looks at these people, Allah uplifts His punishment. Allah uplifts His punishment. حُصُونُ الْمُؤْمِنِ ثَلَاثَةٌ, a person's protection is in three things. فِي بَيْتِ اللَّهِ, when he is in the house of Allah. وَفِي ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ, when he is constantly remembering Allah. وَفِي تِلَاوَةِ الْقُرْآنِ, and when he is busy in the recitation of Quran. This person, he is protected from fitna, from the vice that is going around. Also, he is protected from the attacks of devil.